Hello and welcome to Science Unscripted. It is Connor here.
And Gabe.
And we're joined today in studio by our DW SciTech colleague, Julia Fagin. Julia, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Hi.
Hello, Julia. And she just winked at me, so I'm feeling good.
Great. Julia, what you wouldn't necessarily know, but what our listeners know, is that a few days back we talked about how Germany was kind of bucking the baby trend that has happened in a lot of countries throughout the world, with the number of births dropping as a result of the pandemic. Kind of makes sense.
The question now is for women who are pregnant. Should they get vaccinated?
Yeah. Or want to get pregnant, except, what if I get pregnant and then
Can I get vaccinated? Yeah.
Should I get vaccinated before or after? Julia, you have written an article on exactly this topic. Let's start with the question. Is it safe for a woman who's pregnant now to get vaccinated?
The data says yes. But in Germany, the vaccination is not recommended yet. I say yet because I'm pretty sure that will change. In the US, in Israel, in Belgium, pregnant women already get a shot with only mRNA vaccines.
Okay.
So no AstraZeneca.
BioNTech, Moderna, essentially is what that means. You said the data says yes. Let's jump into that data right now.
It's US data, so the CDC, the Center for Disease
Control
and Prevention, thank you. They monitored, I think now over 106,000 women that said they were pregnant at the time when they got the shot, and
that's a big set of data.
Yes, and so far there are no reports of complications that can be linked to the vaccine.
None
so far.
Okay.
Compared to non-pregnant women. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On the other hand, maybe that's an important point. Pregnant women are, in general, more susceptible to infectious diseases. So it is, in Germany at least, 11 gynecologist associations and practitioners published a statement arguing that women should get a higher priority when it comes to vaccines and vaccination.
So the logic...
said it's even more important to vaccinate them quickly.
That's what they say, yeah. And that's what the expert I talked to also said.
Julia, I know you have a young boy yourself. Do you know, are there any things that women who are pregnant have to think about when it comes to either vaccinating or taking other medications? Is there any extra risk that one could assume they might have as a result of being pregnant? Is that a thing we have to think about?
I can only tell you what the expert told me about the immune system in pregnant women or of pregnant women. And when women get pregnant, the immune system virtually shuts down because otherwise it would reject the baby, which is because half of the genetic material of the baby is from the father and therefore foreign to the mother's body. That is why women are more susceptible to infectious diseases. And I'm pretty sure, not knowing exactly how the immune system of a pregnant woman works, prevents them from recommending too many drugs, for example, painkillers or any other drugs and vaccines as well. But that's just my guess and from what I heard from the expert I talked to.
If a pregnant woman is vaccinated with an mRNA vaccine, is the child born with immunity? Is there any data that would suggest that? Do we know anything at this point about whether or not that like you would almost be doing your newborn child a favor in a way by vaccinating yourself? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that is a thing, definitely. They found antibodies transferred through the placenta into the unborn child.
Yep.
There's a bit confusion about breastfeeding and whether antibodies are transferred as well there.
The studies that I've seen, and this was a heads up that we got from a listener, Jack Newman in Toronto, Canada, I believe. Studies that have shown, they're small, but if you breastfeed the child, that the antibodies are
transferred
to the kid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, really interesting I'm just wondering out loud here whether there would be any case for arguing that a child born to a mother who vaccinated during the pregnancy may not, I don't know, as a result of higher antibodies, may not need a COVID-19 vaccine at a very young age? I mean, let's be honest, we're testing vaccines on younger and younger groups of children. My suspicion is they would probably say, no, we can't measure that. The child would need a vaccination anyway. But at the very least, yeah, you'd be passing along some of that immunity. You'd be giving like one of the first gifts to your child, if you want to look at it that way.
I think that's for sure, yes.
All right, Julia. So Germany, not officially recommending it, but U.S. data says it's a good idea for pregnant women to get vaccinated, but with a certain kind, the mRNA.
Only mRNA. And I'm pretty sure Germany will follow soon.
Okay. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Julia.
You're welcome.
DW. Made for Minds.